Yes, I'm Jonas.
And I'm TNT Dynamite, the Explosive One, and we have our very special co-host. Every other week, he's going to be here doing the most.
Mr. X?
You're damn right.
Mr. X.
Let's crack into another one.
All right, we're back.
Yo. All right, so yesterday we talked about where a lot of the community gets its ideas about when disclosure and possible first alien contact,
Baba
and when the certain things that could impact American culture or even worldwide culture when it comes to extraterrestrial, non-human intelligence, whatever the case may be. This is one of the most recent videos from a live streamer named Alistair Dread.
Okay.
Usually does Marvel Rivals, which is like a
Video game.
It's a video game. Usually streams that kind of stuff. He's done some stuff with the supernatural, maybe a few alien videos here and there. He was traveling, doing a hike with his girlfriend prior to a movie. They had a big meal or whatever, and they were going to go to a movie. Let's do a hike real quick. In San Diego, and noticed that something was hovering over a lake, and decided that he would film it for his live stream. And obviously, you see something strange up in the air, the first thing you're going to do as a 22-year-old is pull your camera out and start live streaming it, because maybe it'll get you some followers, and maybe those followers will give you some money. So he filmed this thing, and the first time he just filmed it for maybe like an hour or so, and he just looked at it. He didn't have anything with him that besides like a flashlight that he used, and wasn't able to do anything with it, but did notice it. Went a couple more days, nothing. He saw nothing, but then one day he went back and he came prepared with his laser pointer, and he started pointing lasers at this thing.
I'm sorry, did you just say the sentence, he came prepared with a laser pointer?
Yeah, because he said that if he
Just
had
making sure that's what you said.
what do you what
He's a legit Boy Scout, there's no question. Please continue.
what else would you come with in a situation like this? Like a floodlight?
Better camera? I don't know.
A better camera?
His phone? He came back with his phone?
It's nighttime.
And plus, aren't the cameras on our phones like some of the most high-end cameras that are available right now?
No, they're not at all.
Well, who the hell is going to go out and get like a $400 camera?
Professional video content?
Well, he's 22.
Okay.
He's 22. He lives in an apartment with his brother in California. If you live in California, you ain't got an extra $400 to be spending on a camera.
All
The
right,
camera
fair
you would
enough.
need is way more than $400.
I'm just saying, it's like, yeah, the dude saw something in the air, and like, I'm not gonna.
If
I saw something in the air, I'm using my phone.
I'm going to bring my laser pointer.
If it were done
No,
on a-
I'm sorry. I interrupted you. I just was curious why you said that.
And it's fine. I want a little bit of pushback. But if it were done on a professional grade, high-end Nikon 2400, I would have more of a problem with that. I'd be like, what the fuck you carrying a Nikon 2400 in the forest for? Like, the fuck? Why is this done so well? The fact that it is done on a cell phone camera only like provides legitimacy, because the average person is only going to have a cell phone camera. We aren't going to see these things in HD until disclosure happens, man. But he ended up shining a laser at this thing, and how this video right here ends is with him actually finding the thing. And I played a little bit of that in the last video. You gave me some pushback for that too. I appreciate it.
This is him shooting it down with the laser pointer?
Shooting it down is insane.
It-
Can anything be
He
shot down with a
found it-
laser
he
pointer?
found it in a field, right?
He found it.
Something that's alien technology that's probably pretty advanced.
We don't know if it's alien tech. We don't know.
All right,
I don't
something
know.
that's technology that floats and it fell because of a laser pointer.
Brother, I don't know what.
Oh,
I don't know
sorry.
why it fell.
I'm just trying to understand what's going on.
Like you're
My
putting a
bad.
lot of narrative into
I
it,
am.
where there's a lot of obfuscation. All right.
I understand.
It'd be
I'm
like-
a natural skeptic. I don't know what to tell you.
And honestly, so am I. When I saw the
Clearly you
video,
are.
no,
Yeah.
no, listen.
That's what I always say. TNT's a giant alien skeptic.
Major skeptic.
When it comes to skepticism, I am 100% there. But when I am inundated and with information that makes you think otherwise, then the thing that cures skepticism is knowledge. Jonas is a skeptic when it comes to religion. You are not. Okay. Why do you think that is? Is it perhaps because you were brought up in a Christian home? Is it perhaps because you've been to church and you've listened to preachers over the years, and that you've gained knowledge that leads you to subvert your suspicion to it, and you've seen evidence in the works that have been done? Jonas has not realized that. All right, and that's not a slight to you, because you still lead what I would call a Christian life, at least in your.
It's got deep.
He's got morals. He's a moral guy. He's probably more moral than me, and my goddamn daddy was a pastor of a church. So I don't know what to tell you. But I just want to bring that into
Bible
perspective.
school in the summer I went to one time.
Jonas, we just got gaslighted because I kept asking him how they shot this down with a laser pointer.
I'm
mean,
not
I was
ahead.
terrified with
There's
you.
no
We didn't-
gaslighting
Let's go back and
involved.
talk about everyone's
He didn't shoot
personal-
it down with a laser pointer.
That's
I
the
knew that.
he watched the
I
video.
watched the video.
Jonas
Okay.
watched the video.
Why
So
does it land in a field?
who knows, brother? It's like asking why the plane had an emergency. It's out of my pay grade. I don't know why the plane made an emergency landing.
Okay.
Like
The black box.
Yeah,
That-
you go to
The
California and ask them for the black box.
Do we don't have to watch it, but do you see the ball fall out of the sky on this video?
Yes, you actually do see the ball fall out of the sky on this video. It doesn't necessarily fall. It kind of lands. And if you watch the actual video, it emits like a hum sound.
Like a drone?
It kind of like a drone,
Oh,
but
okay. Can't
like
imagine where that came from.
listen, there's a lot of stuff that went involved with this. So the guy who actually did an interview with this guy by the name of Polarity for his YouTube channel, he did an interview with him, and they talked about the device, and the hum was giving off like kind of a soothing type of feel. The guy said that the thing would hum at night. Now I'm going to show you another video of the thing, and you won't have the sound. You'll have to go to Alistair's YouTube channel to get the sound for it. But this is what the thing did once he got it home.
I've heard hummers are soothing.
That's hilarious. I love that. By the way,
I can vouch for that.
so the guy ends up cleaning the ball off, taking it home, and he sets it down. Now, during this whole video, it is emitting a hum that gets progressively louder and louder, right? So this thing,
Like it has a motor inside it?
okay, I mean that
just
could
asking.
it could be. And like I said, after I watched the interview, I don't want you to think it's that I'm like 100% on board with this. I'm just covering the story.
We should try to have this guy come on our.
Just asking
Podcast.
questions.
We could be. I'm just covering the story, all right? I've watched, when it comes to this, I've been to church on this subject for at least 3 hours, 4 hours, all right? So I'm still a skeptic. I'm still a skeptic when it comes to this. But if you can explain, when you watch the video and you've gone to a little bit of church, how this thing is up in the air, you see it fall from the sky. He brings it home. It starts fucking doing this.
Okay.
He shows like how when he shines a laser pointer in the part 2 video, how it's translucent, but it's made of metal. When he taps it with a stick, it makes a ting sound like it's metal. The laser pointer shines through it. Inside of it is a black orb, or not a black orb, but a black cube. This is the same thing that was brought up during congressional hearings as a depiction of what fighter pilots see and what they tell their head officers that they see. Most of the time, the head officers say, yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. This has been delivered to Congress, not necessarily this orb or like an actual visual, but like a physical depiction of what is being seen by some of these fighter pilots. When a fighter pilot, head of aeronautics, and like people with prestige are going before Congress and saying is that these are the things that they're seeing flying around their aircraft. They're fighter jets going faster than their fighter jets.
Okay.
Okay, you're not going to push me back on that one? No pushback there?
No, I'm not looking at those.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this, and this looks like something you buy at Sharper Image or a toy my kid had.
Look,
which was a gyrosphere.
If you can find one online where I can buy something like this, similar, that can fly in the air and that can spin or anything, let me know. I admit that it looks absolutely ridiculous. Now, it does have like an insignia that kind of looks like a motherboard on it on one side. And as this thing starts spinning,
Because laser engravers aren't a thing.
Yeah, and honestly, when the guy showed off some of the pictures, it does look kind of like he just put a Dremel to like one of those balls you buy at, like I said, I'm not 100% sure on this guy. I'm just reporting the story.
Okay.
But it does have like it's moving towards the top as it starts to spin. Mm-hmm. And I just thought it was very interesting. Now, the guy got on the live stream with Polarity, and he was delivering. Polarity delivered an interview. I honestly think it was I didn't think it was a very good interview, but you should check it out. The guy shows the orb off. He shines a light through it, kind of showing is that it is that light kind of permeates this what appears to be like a reflective metal surface, and the guy talks about how it was hot on one end and cold on another side of it.
They showed that when he came up to it because it was like foggy on one half, and he touched it and was like it's cold, and he turned it and it wasn't. It was like, the other side was super.
Now,
hot.
mind you, that like that can all just be like whatever. It could be faked or whatever. But when you see the thing floating in the air, it is very hard for me to believe or even perceive that there is an orb-shaped drone that can house a black cube that can be translucent. It's just it's a lot going into it. All right, so I'm not necessarily debunking, but I'm not necessarily believing.
Does it float in the air in this video? Or
it does not float in the video.
It just hangs out on the ground because he doesn't have it tied to his drone where it pulled it up.
I mean, that's a possibility.
Okay.
That's a possibility. Okay. That's a possibility. There have been many fakes when it comes to this alien shit. Fakes.
Let me throw some ideas at you.
Yeah.
I'm going to step away from this thing here and just talk more about general aliens. We talked about disclosure. We talked about it yesterday, Disclosure Day and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Two things. First of all, if there are aliens, not saying there's not, if there are, and they can travel here with technology that is so far past anything we could even conceive of to be able to go interdimensionally or space or at the speed of light, whatever they're doing, probably have to be interdimensionally. Like, if they can do that, why do you think they're beholden to the U.S. government to not tell anybody? Do you think the aliens are, oh, okay, cool, we'll work with you guys because y'all are going to keep us under wraps? Why am I going to give your bullshit government the power to keep me under wraps if I'm an alien that has that level of technology and I'm coming to visit you? Just curious.
All right. As a non-professional, I can say is that I think you're misconstruing the dichotomy that is here.
There's a lot of big words, but
I
don't know what any of them mean.
After America dropped the bomb on Hiroshima is when there was an uptick in these, documented uptick in the sightings. I do not necessarily think, and then there's been other presidents that have been alleged to have had contact, Roswell. I think my own personal idea about it, not 100% fact, just purely going off of conjecture, is that the American government made a deal with these guys to, this is going to sound crazy. They made a deal with these guys for the technology. Like the technological advancements that we've made over the last couple of years, including AI, have been unprecedented, and they do not adhere to what prior to the Roswell event. Like we cell phones started coming out, then flat screen TVs and computers went from being in a giant room to like housed in a case that can fit in your living room, and it's just been exponential.
True.
So my counter to that is, what if they're already here? They're already here, man.
Yeah, well, what if they are there? Why would they?
They're already here. They're in the bottom of the ocean, off the coast.
What did they get out of the deal with the U.S. government?
Like, you really want to know?
I do want to know.
I could get so deep into this, but it would get so unbelievable.
Is that where we're going?
It would get so unbelievable the deeper I get into it.
Are we doing part 3?
No, we don't have to do a part 3, but I can just say is that I can tell you what I truly think is the issue, is that I believe that they may be an alternate species or even possible time travelers of depictions of ourselves. A lot of the accounts of aliens, when they see them, the grays that you see are just a suit. Underneath the suit is a very human-like appearance. They also have an issue with reproduction. From some of the accounts of people that have had experience with these entities who have operated. I'm not talking about just like your normal guy who's in a pickup truck and like, yeah, you know, I saw an alien in the sky. I'm talking about high-ranking government officials for the aerospace community have come out and said, when I saw them, they looked like humans. I've been on board some of their ships in dreams and in premonitions, and they say is that they need human DNA. They no longer can reproduce. The majority of their species is female, and the government is essentially letting people be taken by aliens in order so that they can harvest DNA so that they can continue their race.
Letting people, if they got that much technology, they don't need Bill Clinton's permission. They just go get somebody and leave.
Yeah, but
F-16 is going to
why do you think that if something is more technologically advanced or more intelligent that it wouldn't adhere to diplomacy? We need DNA. You need tech. Let's make a deal. That's the basis of human.
But it's nefarious what they're doing. You're telling me they're
so the government's not nefarious.
No, the other ones are nefarious too.
How are they nefarious?
They're body snatching people. You just told me that. They're taking people.
Yeah, but it's for the greater good.
Yeah, well,
for both of us.
Then what,
we get computers that can fit in your palm of your hand. They get a couple DNA strands.
Wouldn't I rather keep my DNA source at a caveman level?
Look, brother,
so
you got all that
trading tech for ropes.
Yeah,
That's what you're saying.
You got all that DNA in your body. You don't need all that DNA. They're not actually harming you. There's nothing. No harm is happening to anybody.
Saw fire in the sky. That man was harmed.
I never saw the movie.
Me neither. I don't know. That's about the guy who got.
So nobody's seen it yet. You made a reference.
Exactly.
Great. That's a good.
Deep cut. That was a
You
deep
can't
cut,
even explain yourself.
You got beat up, dude. You got.
Look, I'm going to put this out there too.
Go ahead.
I think y'all talked about it. Obama mentioned the thing. Y'all talked about it, I think, last week.
And now Trump is
Trump
releasing stuff.
It's just so fascinating that happened right on the top of when this Epstein thing was really getting whipped up.
And of course.
And by the way, both those parties are covering that shit up.
But if I asked,
and that was coordinated.
If I were to ask Jonas something about Jesus and about faith, he could make equal types of like rebuttals to the things that we believe. All right, and I'm on your team with this.
You want me to rebuke? I will.
100%. He could be like, "Oh wow, that child found his mother. Thank God he's alive." That's what we're gonna say. Jones would be like, "The fuck? That was a coincidence. The police were looking for him."
Okay.
I'm just saying is that your subversion or your suspension of disbelief adheres to only if you've done the homework. You're making a lot of judgments on something you don't know shit about, and that's what I would expect you to do. True. I've done a lot of research. Mm-hmm. So I tend to have a bit of a more open mind when it comes to stuff. Jonas ain't read one page of the Bible. So when it comes
hold on.
You haven't.
The girl was like, if you read Revelations, so I was like,
did you read Revelations?
Like a page of it.
Okay, maybe he did read a page.
Yeah.
I read Revelations.
I have not read 10 pages of the Bible.
Okay, I read through Revelations and I read the majority of the Old Testament. Kind of got boring when it was like he begat. You know
who else does a lot of research? You know who else does a lot of research?
What's that?
Flat Earthers. They do a lot of research.
Yeah, but
they do a lot of they've read all the things,
and
they know way more than you know about flat Earth because they've done the work.
Yeah, but
the Earth is flat.
I've done the work.
Don't argue. The Earth is flat.
But science has debunked that.
No,
science has debunked
that's
that.
What they've done.
We have spaceships that go into the air and look down at the Earth.
Anyways, anything else about aliens before we wrap this episode?
They're hiding it. They're hiding the Earth is flat.
This is a bad faith argument. This is a bad faith argument.
They made a deal with the aliens to say the Earth was round.
I mean, look, man, if a flat earther wants to tell me about an experience, I'd be happy to have him on the podcast.
Okay.
Goddamn right.
Look, man, do your own research. Go and check out this full video. Alistair Dredd does an interview with Polarity on YouTube. Look, man, they get thousands of views. They're gonna outview us anyway.
Oh, this is a source.
Well, I'm just saying is that it is a very interesting watch. Very interesting watch.
You guys want to recreate this video later?
Sure.
We can.
Yeah,
I'd love to. Dude, I'd love to figure out how he did it if it is fake.
Okay, go get a drone.
I would love to.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have for our episode. Please make sure to like and subscribe for Jonas,
TNT, and
Mr. X.
We up.